This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together.
We are the Good Neighbor Podcast with Jeff
and Sean.
And
this is our executive producer, Chanel.
So what we're doing today is a little bit different than our podcast. I think two of you have been on, at least you, Hannah. Mm-hmm. So a little bit different, a little bit more fun, a little bit more embarrassing and awkward. Questions from both sides. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by you saying your name and your business, so at least we can announce that. You. And then we'll go into some pretty ridiculous questions.
Oh, I'm good for this.
Yeah, let's go.
I have a costume in the car. We can go.
Go ahead, Greg.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's being recorded video.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it should be my costume.
Yes.
But there's 100 Dennis returns, so it's Rex last week.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm
Greg
for
Weston,
that.
Douglas, I say Hannah Martin.
Hannah McEdwards, cooperator.
Cheryl Allen, the cooperators.
Wonderful.
Okay, so
Start her off, buddy.
yeah, I got one for Hannah. If you were going to be, no, what's the weirdest thing you've ever done for money?
Be honest, Hannah.
She will.
Remember,
I'm getting the death stare.
this stays in the room.
Yeah, it just goes on the internet after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely private.
Well, okay. I was laying floor tile with my husband at the
Is it on the floor?
Baptist. No.
Okay.
No. Actually, he's a flooring installer. So I was laying tile
Yeah.
with my husband, and we were at the Baptist retreat in Muskoka, brand new building.
Okay.
And I am laying tile in one room, and I yelled out to him, I haven't been on my knees this much since college.
Best answer of the podcast.
Hold on. And he replied, and I'm getting paid as much. The bishop was behind me. Oh, yes.
There we go.
It's like that scene in Austin Powers where they're behind the tents, you know, the grenades are dropping, all kinds of things, poke stuff out of his butt. Oh my God. Hilarious.
Yes.
Creative.
Sure. Let's get very serious here for a second. Most awkward thing, it says if you've said, but I want to know what you've done on a date.
The most awkward?
Either done to you or you've done.
Let's see. Well, I once went on a date, and first of all, the date, he brought his dog with him, so got over that. And then, on the date, he stared into space, and I'm thinking, what is he doing? And then he closes his eyes, and he's like, and then he starts like meditating or something like that, and I'm just like, okay. So it's just one thing after another, and then he's like, do you want to go for a walk? And I'm like, okay, sure. But then he starts going through like a field, like a forest and all that. And I'm like, didn't feel quite comfortable. It was during the day, but he was just the weirdest vibe. So I pretty much ended it, and yeah, it was awkward for me.
How did you end it in that moment? Did you continue on the walk? Or did you like, buddy?
She
No, I didn't hear him. I was just like, well, I have to, there's somewhere else I have to be, and thank you very much. It was nice meeting you, and then that was it.
It was a soft
And then
appreciate that.
walk.
Yeah.
Walk. Yeah, everyone just
Go.
shebang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't bring dogs and don't meditate on podcasts or on dates, and try to avoid forced walks on first dates. This was the first date.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. With someone that you have kind of a weird vibe. It's like this,
Creepy.
Yeah, I'm saying this very.
Through a forest, nonetheless.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, did you find this fine individual on a dating app, or is this?
I did.
Yeah. Dating apps. Hey.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think over there, Chanel? What do you feel on dating apps?
Gross.
Forced walks. There we go. There we go.
Meditating, yeah. A very spiritual person, nice person.
I think that was a nice.
At least you let him down all nice.
Yeah.
That's great. Greg probably have a different story about that, but I can ask you something different.
I don't think I even remember I've been married for too goddamn long. I don't think I remember those freaking date I've been on.
No
Relationship.
Well, I got something better for you anyway. So if you could invite 3 people to dinner just with yourself, they could be dead or alive, and it was a dinner party, who would it be?
Narrow it down to 3.
without God's, or without Jesus.
Somebody said Jesus earlier. So,
Oh, Jesus.
yeah. I'm like, unless you're giving that guy a guitar, because I'd like to see that. And
No.
Angel Wing singing the guitar in front row. That'd be
Would he be bringing wine?
me.
Oh,
I mean, I think that's
You
just
bring
that's
water.
his thing, right?
okay.
Hard one, eh, Greg?
What do you think, Greg?
You answer this for me?
No, you're
Doing it.
Well, I'd say I put Ryan Reynolds up there for sure.
Oh, God, he's
Because
He's off
freaking hilarious.
he's just the best.
Yes.
Elon Musk, because I'd really like to know whether he's actually an alien or
Yeah.
a fake alien.
I'm with you.
I'm not 100% sure. And then, I don't know, Stevie Nicks.
Okay.
Stevie Nicks would be an interesting one to sit down and chat with him.
Bit before my time, but I like that. But Musk and Reynolds, I mean, opposite ends of the spectrum, I really like that. Do you mind if I join you on that?
Yeah, 100%.
Awesome. So before we wrap up, anything ridiculous to ask us? And I mean, go nuts. I'm feeling vibes from you over there, Anna. I think you're a lover or something.
We don't even need to ask any other questions.
Yeah, with that Bishop thing?
That was funny.
That's real. That's
That
what
was
I'm
funny.
waiting for.
Yeah. How many squats do you do?
Squats?
Yeah.
Before I give up?
Yes.
At my current state?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll probably say I'm like a good 50. And then
Excellent.
I'm bailing.
How about you? Pull-ups, man.
Pull-ups?
Yeah. We're out of jail. Like, let's see what you're doing here.
The gym is kind of my thing. 25.
Really? Yeah. Okay, we can't talk to you anymore.
Gym's my
I get through like 3.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not a pull-up guy.
Okay.
Yeah, pull-ups are my thing.
And you guys have both stopped wearing the high heels in the evenings, or are you still into that shit?
I don't know.
Well, the 31st is coming up in a couple months. and
Yeah.
I once went as a 50s first impression hooker, and I took first place.
Nice.
I went as a French maid to a rave back when I used to do that. Beer.
Really?
Yeah, it was low cut, so my cleavage was out. Very short skirt, and I have really, really hairy legs.
That's awesome.
I
I
have a picture.
dated a woman like that once. It was
Same legs.
Yeah.
Me and got a lot in common, Hannah. You guys be great. Thank you so much. Great. Awesome, man. That's a hell of a dinner. You're awesome.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpwithjeffandsean.com. That's gnpwithjeffandsean.com or call 705-413-3775.